Brought to you by Penguin.
The Strangler Vine by M.J. Carter, read by Sam Dastor. Prologue. Central India, June 1837. He stumbles out from the mango grove, and at that moment the thick monsoon clouds, which colour the night a dull charcoal grey, shift. A sliver of moonlight shines through, and he sees their bright curved knives. Had the clouds not parted, he would have blundered, laughing, straight through the gates, straight onto their blades. As it is, he is in a befuddled haze, and pretty far gone. He has been alternately laughing disgustedly at himself and seething at their crimes, their banality, their complacency. He has been imagining how he will pay them back. Before he even understands what he has seen, an old instinct causes him to throw himself onto the sodden ground and scramble into the shadow of the tall, mud-splattered outer walls. The effort wins him, and makes his chest hurt and his knees jar, and he wheezes. The sober part of him tries to quieten his breathing, noting now the soft patter of dripping water, and understanding that the sounds of the monsoon have covered his approach. I have had too much, he thinks, and my bones are too old for such things. He knows that they're there for him. He can see two of them standing silent and still behind the gates that have always seemed too imposing for such a modest building. They are barefoot, their dhotis and turbans dyed or muddied, so they blend into the dark, but the moon lights up their swords and the dark sheen of their young bodies. Another step, and he would now be so much skewered meat. He winces at the coarseness of the phrase, and then suppresses the urge to giggle. Awkwardly, he twists his neck to face the wall. Days of heavy rain have penetrated the mortar and worked on cracks and holes. His hand shaking a little, he pulls away a little sand and gravel around one hole until it is large enough for him to see through into the compound. Two lanterns on the grass give out a dim, ambient light. Two men, he recognizes neither, armed with knives, speak in an intimate tone, too quiet for him to make sense of the words. Another comes onto the veranda, which means they have searched the house. One man's knife is already dark and shiny with blood. The other lifts up something small and human-like and dangles it by its long, hairy arms. The watcher starts. A shiver runs through the creature's limp body. He thinks he hears it whimper. The man tosses it up and catches it by its arms. Then, in a swift, practised, efficient movement, he places his hands round its neck and wrings it. A short, brutal twist, and the other man drives his knife into its chest. The watcher feels an unaccustomed pang of distress. He cannot remember the moment when the monkey parted company with him. It may have been hours ago. The assassin tosses the creature onto the ground, and with his comrade strolls over to the gates. The one with the bloody knife speaks to the young guards. It is a Marathi dialect the watcher knows. He tells them to walk the walls once more. He may be cowering in the shadows. The watcher knows he will never make it to the trees. The sober part of him feels not precisely fear, but rather a sense of failure. They will kill me, and even if they do not find the papers, the truth will be lost. I will die, and my grave will be unmarked, and no one will know, and I will be forgotten. That thought is almost the worst. As if in a dream, he watches the gate guard pad towards him, a knife at the ready in one hand, a long scarf in the other. The scarf. How appropriate, he thinks. Some 15 yards from him, the guard crouches down and feels the ground where he cast himself onto the mud. He beckons the second guard. The watcher shrinks into the shadow of the wall.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?